So he'd
All right.
like to know if
And
he
so
could.
did you get, wait, are you gonna get verification? You may not have been able to get it yet, but will you get verification that Mr. Birch is in the hospital?
Yes, Judge. He said he has the paperwork and he'll bring it in when he comes in. So I don't know if you want to reschedule to Thursday at 8:35, if that's okay.
That will work for me if that works for you.
That does.
And so, wonderful. Dude, is Mr. Birch testing at all? Who referred him, Mr. Griffin?
He's testing. He's been with probation. He's from Judge Yancey, so he was on probation. So they were still supervising him until we take over.
All right, awesome. I have case number ZA088701 for Stephen Birch. I am going to adjourn Mr. Birch. And I will adjourn him to, what is Thursday's date? First.
The first,
To February 1st, 2024, and that will be at 8:35 a.m.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Griffin. And Mr. Griffin, at some point today, before we staff, I need to speak with you, okay?
Okay. All right, thanks.
All right, very good. All right, that was one of our 8:35s. We have John Peoples as our last 8:35 a.m. Is Mr. Peoples on with us?
He is not, Your Honor. I know he's at Christian Guidance Center, so maybe I'll give them a call and make sure that they you know, I mean, I was over there. He knows he was on today, but I'll give him a call and try and get him on.
All right, awesome. If you could do that, that would be great. And then I do see that one of your 8:45s are on, but we'll have to wait for the interpreter to come on and we'll get that done. And then I see Miss Seawright is up for 8:45 as well. All right. Can I put some dates on? Wait, I saw another message from Mr. Griffin. Give me a second.
Yeah, let me check those dates real quick for you.
Yeah. I,
Okay.
Judge, can you hear me? Yes, I do.
Good morning, Mr. Zeman.
All right, thank you. Are we ready to proceed? Well, Mr. Peoples is on. Are you ready for his intake?
I am, but he needs to go into a breakout room with one of the attorneys first.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Peoples. I hope that you are doing well. Good morning. You're muted, but I see you moving your mouth. So I hope you're doing well. You're gonna get an invitation to go to a breakout room. Mr. Reed, will you be going in the breakout room with him?
Yes, Judge, I will.
All right, Miss Wilson, if you can make that happen, that would be great. All right, and so then we'll go to Mr. Ahmed. Let's, Mr. Zeman, if I could have you please unmute, raise your right hand. Do you swear? Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's proceedings and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions? So help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. State your name as well as your qualifications.
Judge, good morning. Sayed Zaman, the court appointed interpreter for Mr. Ahmed.
All right. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Let's get it started. I am going to place on the record case number, yes, 220030 FD. Please have Mr. Ahmed state his full name for the record.
By Judge, case number doesn't buy 0003 FD. আপনার নামটা হোকা রেকর্ডের লাগি জনাব।
My name is Qasir Uddin Ahmed.
My name is Qasir Uddin Ahmed.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Ahmed. How are you this morning?
জনাব মাহমুদ শুভ সকাল, আপনি এই সকালে কিলা আছেন?
Balas.
Good.
Very good. Very good. All
Good
right,
balance.
Mr. Ahmed, you've been working your program.
আপনি আপনার প্রোগ্রামের জেলা নিয়মলা কাম করানি?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. How is your son doing?
আপনার ফুয়া কিলা করেন?
মোটামুটি একটু balas.
He's getting little better.
He is doing better.
Hebala.
Is that correct?
Hebala করেন, bala or right? By hundrani.
Yeah.
Petition করেন যা, যাতে করে আপনার ফুয়া বালা করে আল্লাহ দিলে।
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting better.
All right. Awesome. Good morning. All right. Very good. I'm so glad to hear that. How's the rest of your family doing?
আমি শুনিয়া বড় খুশি হইলাম তোমার ফুয়া বালা করে উনিয়া। তোমার বাকি ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার সবে কিলা করা, সবে কিলা আছেন?
Balas. সকল ভালো।
Everybody is good.
Very good. Are you having any challenges or any obstacles, Mr. Ahmed, that's hindering your progress in the program?
ভাই আপনার প্রোগ্রামও আপনার সপ্তাহ ফলো করতে চলতে করতে আপনার কোনো অসুবিধা নেই বা আপনি করতে পারেন ঠিক মতো উন্নতি হননি উন্নতি yes.
There are some obstacles. If they are, I'd like to know what they are.
ও দাদু জিজ্ঞাসা সরি আপনার জিজ্ঞাসা কোনো বাধা আসেনি বাধা?
জি না।
No obstacle, Judge, but other than doing well.
All right, tell me something you've learned since the last time about yourself. It could be something about your journey in this program, but tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
By last time যে আপনারে যা কইরা যে দেখলা আর ওখন দেখলা আপনি এর মাঝে কিছু শিক্ষা গ্রহণ করছেন কোন শিক্ষা হইছে নি আপনার বালা?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Now I'm asking him to tell me something that he's learned.
আপনি কিছু হিকসইন কিছু নতুন একটা কিছু করছেন হিকসইন ওটা কইতা জাজ রে?
Yeah.
ভাই কিতা করছেন কিতা হিকসইন ওটা জাজ রে কইতা?
আগে ওটা যেটা খরচ হয়েছে ওটাতে বিরত থাকা কি ওটা ভালো জিনিস নাই ওটা এখন যখন কথা আছে ওটা ভালো হয় আগে যেন জিংজাং করছি যেন ওটা ওটা খুব বাদ
I drink before, things that I did, I've been learned that those are bad things, like for me. And that's what is I'm better now.
All right, thank you. Miss Harris, what do you want to tell
ধন্যবাদ
me about Mr. Ahmed?
জনাবা হ্যারিস কেস ম্যানেজারের জিজ্ঞাসা কইতা তুমি কিতা কইতা আহমদ সম্বন্ধে
Excuse me.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, Case Manager for Specialty Court. Mr. Ahmed is doing well.
আমি স্পেশাল রিকর্ডর আমার নাম আপনার অ্যাঞ্জেলা হ্যারিস জাজ জনাব আহমদ বালাখররা
He is in compliance with his testing and his treatment.
তার ট্রিটমেন্ট এবং যতটা করার তাই ঠিক মতো করা
And he has been working on the things he needs to complete for the requirements of his probation.
তাইন নজরদারি প্রফেশনাল যতটা মানিয়া চলার কথা সবটা তাইন করিয়া যায় একটা একটা করে আস্তে আস্তে
He has made progress in spite of dealing with this ongoing struggle with his son being in the hospital.
তান হুয়া যে ওলা হাসপাতাল ওইটার রেও তাইন চালাইয়া স্ট্রাগল করিয়া লইয়া যাইরা সপ্তাহে লগে বহন করিয়া
And recently we discussed a plan for him to start paying on his fines and costs.
আমি ভেরি সদ্য আমি তার ফাইনের যে ফাইন জরিফানা এটা সম্বন্ধে মাতিছি আস্তে আস্তে পে করার লাগি
And I actually wanted to present Mr. Ahmed for promotion to phase 3 today.
আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি আজকে জনাব আহমদ রে ফেজ 3 পদোন্নতি তার উন্নতির লাগি তার পদোন্নতি দিতাম সাইরাম ফেজ 3 তিনো
All right, thank you, Miss Harris.
ধন্যবাদ জনাবা হ্যারিস
I don't believe there would be any objections as to Mr. Ahmed's promotion to phase 3. But Ms. Harris, can you place on the record why you believe he should be promoted to phase 3?
সো জনাবা হ্যারিস তুমি কইছো ফেজ 3 তার উন্নতি দেওয়ার লাগি পদোন্নতি হে বালা করার আমার কোনো আপত্তি নাই এটা তার প্রাপ্য অধিকার
As I stated prior in what I was stating is that Mr. Ahmed has been working very hard towards reaching, successfully completing the requirements of probation.
Has he successfully, like you didn't say, has he successfully completed his phase 2 requirements? That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, and I was getting there, Your Honor, and he has successfully completed all the requirements of phase 2.
জাজ ফেজ 2 যত রিকোয়ারমেন্ট আছে সবটা মানে করার সপ্তাহে করছে
And I look forward to him showing us that he is ready to start working on the requirements of phase 3.
এবং আমি তারে কইছি এবং হে প্রস্তুত নিমু তারে ফেজ 3 যতটা করা যাতে সপ্তাহ করে ঠিক মতো
Thank you. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Ahmed on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, Mr. Ahmed.
ফেজ 3 উন্নতির লাগি বালা করার লাগি সবরে আততালি দাও
থ্যাংক ইউ
All right. I'm sorry, I gotta turn on the fan. All right, let's do it. We're gonna give you some dates, Mr. Ahmed.
জনাব আহমদ আমরা আপনারে পরবর্তী তারিখ দিলাম
ঠিক আছে
কেশর
All right.
ফলো আপ
All right, so for phase 3, you are going to have a face-to-face with Ms. Harris on February 12th,
February
2024 at 1:30. Nope, you want to schedule it in the morning, right, Ms. Harris?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's put it, I'm gonna try to make it where it's odd. Let's put it on for 8:40 a.m. because it's going to be a face-to-face.
what same date judge 12
Yes.
February 12th.
at 8:30
I'm gonna put it on for 8:40 for scheduling purposes.
okay judge
And
But
then
I
his
have one-
return to court date will be on February the 19th. And I will put him on for 8:45 a.m.
ভাই আপনারা মিস হ্যারিসে আপনার ফুডিরে ইমেল করবা হাওয়াবার মিস ফেস টু ফেস মিস হ্যারিসের লগে পরবর্তী মিটিং হইল ফেব্রুয়ারির 12 তারিখ 2024 at 8:40 মানে 8:30 ধরো কাজ খুব যা হইরা যা স্কেডিউল পারপাস হলে 8:40 দিবা বাট 8:30 আর জাজর কাছে ব্যাক টু দ্য কোর্ট হইল ফেব্রুয়ারি 19 2024 সকাল 8:45
ওকে ঠিক আছে
অলরাইট
alright.
All right, very good. Is there something else, Ms. Harris?
I just wanted to know if I could go into a breakout room briefly with Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Zayman.
জাজে
Absolutely.
মিস হ্যারিসে কইরা আপনি আর আমি ব্রেকআউট রুমে গিয়ে মাতার লাগি জাজে কইছেন কোনো অসুবিধা নাই
Okay.
All right, absolutely. And then Ms. Harris, before you go to that breakout room, have you heard from the other
Please.
Mr. Ahmed?
I have not, I did talk to him last week, because we didn't get him on for his face-to-face, and he did call me that afternoon, and we talked that all out. He knew he was supposed to be here. I'm gonna give him a call again. I did try and call him already. I'm gonna give him a call again as soon as I get done with the breakout room.
All right, sounds good. Keep me posted. Thank you.
Yep, will do. Thanks.
All right. Ms. Walker, are we ready on the formal hearings?
Judge, it's my understanding only one retained attorney has checked in with your clerk, and that would be for last name. Sorry, one moment. Albaneh, if that's correct, Ms. Mack. The other two, the attorney is not signed in for. We just request default. The officers were here, but have went to other courtrooms.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do them what I do you all. I don't wait. And so I'm ready to call them. And then I see Mr. Barganier is not a formal hearing. I overlooked that. All right, let's go. Is the attorney on for Albaneh?
He's in another courtroom in the courthouse. He's physically here.
Okay, so Ms. Walker, that individual's in the courthouse.
Yes.
But let's call the others. I have a Kasim Ahmed, SP 153-44971, scheduled for an 8:30 a.m. hearing. That individual has failed to check in. Counsel has not checked in. And so I am going to issue a default judgment. And then I have for Hasham Al Namnam, SP 153-40471, also scheduled for 8:35 a.m. That defendant and attorney has not signed in, and therefore I am going to issue a default judgment. And then the remaining matter, Ms. Walker, you didn't get an opportunity to speak with that person, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, the remaining person, I will give an opportunity, since he did come in physically and check into the courtroom, I'll give him some more time. Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And then who has Mr. Barganier? I overlooked him for 8:30.
Judge, I believe that's Miss Harris. I think it's an intake, if I'm not mistaken, that she's presenting today.
Yes. Thank you. All right, very good. And I do see Miss Seawright is in the courtroom. Well, there's the attorney, Mr. Gazdecki. I just defaulted your cases.
Oh, no, I just got on. I'm doing MIDC arraignments for Southfield, and I just was able to sit down to.
Right, but you have to let us know, because I dismissed the people's cases, 30 minutes. That's my cutoff. Ms. Walker, are you still with us?
Yes, Judge.
All right,
Hi,
did you
Shannon.
want to go and talk to Mr. Gazdecki, Attorney
Of course, Judge.
Gazdecki?
Yes, I will.
All right. Hold off, Ms. Mack.
Your Honor, you're the best.
All right, Mr. Gazdecki, you know, that's
sorry
not
about
like
the
you. You
meeting
usually
today.
come and show your face first, and then if you have to do some other stuff, so.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it. You still have co-host abilities, Ms. Walker?
I do, Judge. I'm
You
gonna
should.
move us both.
Okay, there you go. All right. Who has Miss C right?
That's Mr. Page.
Oh, that's Mr. Page. All right, and then Mr. Griffin, you have Miss Rowe.
Yes, Judge, you want me to, I can get her to log on now if you want me to.
If she can, I know she has the baby she has to take to school.
Yeah, she
but-
was at the school. She said she was dropping them off, so I'll just text them with her, so I can just tell her to go on and log on now.
Okay, all right, thank you so much.
All right.
Hey, Judge, Miss Wright is here.
Okay,
She was just drug testing, so she's gonna come back down into the courtroom.
she is in the courtroom.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
ready on her?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yes.
Oh, okay, let's do it. She was heading toward that box, and I
Uh-oh.
think she was just trying to mess with me. Were you just trying to mess with me? Why are you down here, Miss C. Wright?
Because every time I visit you, that's where I'm at.
Oh, okay. She scared me, and I looked at her, Mr. Page. I didn't say a word. I just
Oh.
gave them raised eyebrows. Like, I know you're not going to no box. Okay.
She know better.
All
than that.
right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Page. Let's do it. I have case number 210-451-0401. Case number SP 121-1722-1. Miss C. Wright, state your full name.
Urban and DC, right?
Good morning. Why are you in the courthouse?
You told me come here.
Did I tell her to
So-
come in for her next few hearings?
Yes, Judge. So she just got back from her trip, and we told her to report in person on Monday. So she's keeping her word. She came to test. She did test before she went, and it was negative. So I'm just waiting on the results for today. And
She's
she
standing
is.
up here with all kind of attitude, Mr. Page. I wish you could see her. I
Oh,
like when
man.
people make me eat crow because it keeps me humble.
I thought she didn't have no attitude when she just came up here. She should be good.
A
And she get
It's a good
and she should be
attitude.
getting promoted today. So I don't know why she's standing down there with no attitude.
Oh, no, you just gotta see it. It's that attitude like I
Oh,
told y'all.
oh.
Why
Really?
y'all
I'm
acting
like-
brand new, Judge? Why
Oh,
you
got you.
acting like
Okay.
you don't know who I am?
Gotcha.
It's that kind of attitude. It's not a
Okay.
bad attitude.
Okay,
Not
okay.
at all. You know I don't do bad attitudes. No, I'm so doggone proud of Miss Seabright. And so before she left for her trip, I postponed her promotion. I wanted to see how she was going to do. And you did exactly what you were supposed to do, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
How was the vacation?
Oh, they won't come back.
You want to go back?
Didn't want to leave.
Oh, Miss Seabright, you deserved it. You've earned it. Did you do some things for self-care while you were away?
Yes,
Very good. No guilt. You deserve it, right?
yes.
Very good. What did you learn about yourself while you were on vacation?
You can actually have fun without alcohol. That was a
Bam.
whole 7-day trip.
Absolutely.
With everybody. Actually, I thought I was drunk. So I never been on a boat. That was my first time.
Oh,
So when
motion
you walked in
sickness.
and man, everybody was staggering. Well, I'm gonna start singing the songs to the left. We was just everywhere, but it was beautiful.
Look at you. So you learned that you can have a good time when everybody else is doing whatever they do. You can have a good time without turning up.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm proud of you. And you are getting your promotion today. You ready?
Yes.
Mr. Page, has she successfully completed all the requirements? I know we put it on the record last time,
Yes.
but just to make a record, we should always make a record that they've successfully completed the requirements of the phase that they're in. Did she successfully complete?
Yes, ma'am. She completed everything she
She
needed to do for
did.
phase 3.
She did. Come on, let's celebrate Miss C. Wright on her promotion to phase 4. I'm excited for you, ma'am. I am really excited for you. You have worked hard. It has not been an easy task for you, but you're doing it. You are doing it, and you are going to get this behind you and have a clean slate at 36th District Court. And listen, the sky's the limit for you. You have a lot of drive in you, very intelligent. You had to do some attitude adjustments when you first came here because you didn't smile at all. I mean, you just wasn't nice at all. But look at you now. I think you have tapped into that you have some value. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. A lot.
A lot. And you can't let other folks and their issues knock you off your square, right? That's right. And so, and you can't just because one door closed in your face does not mean that there aren't 2 or 3 other doors open for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And you are doing it. So I'm so proud of you. I want to encourage you to keep up the great work that you're doing. And I'm going to give you some dates unless you have some questions for us. No questions? All right, let's do it. Are we gonna put Miss C right back on a Wednesday?
Yes, please.
All right, let's do it. So I'm
If
going
that
to
works
have
for
Miss
her.
C. Does that work for you, Miss C, right?
No, sorry.
Wednesday or
Oh,
Friday? No, it does. She being bad,
Oh.
Mr. Page. She talking about no. She being bad.
See,
She
she like
don't
messing
know
with
how
us
to
today.
act. She done been on a vacation. She just coming
Yeah,
back.
she
And she got
acting up.
promotion today. We gonna let her turn up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my 40th.
That was your 40th birthday. Yeah. You didn't tell me you all were celebrating your birthday.
That's what the trip was for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
Birthday, yeah. Now, you are a whole 40. I'm not gonna tell you I have a child that's almost 40, but okay. Miss Seabright. And you had a sober 40th birthday. Congratulations to you. All right, here we go with your dates. I am going to have you're going to do a face-to-face with Mr. Page on February 21st. That will be at 1:30. And then I will see you on February 28th. And I will put you on for 9:00 a.m. Does that work?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. You are in great shape. Good to see you. Mr. Page, she doesn't need to wait for results, right?
No, she should be fine.
All right, if she not, we know where to find her.
If she not, we gonna get her. Uh-huh.
We know where to find her. All right.
See him.
Yeah, yeah, I will. Good to see you, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your week. Good,
Thank
so
you.
good to
Y'all have a
see you.
good day.
All right, you too. All right, Miss Rowe, I'm gonna do you. Oh no, Miss Walker, are you ready on those 2 quick civil infractions? And then Miss Rowe, I'll come to you. Thank you for getting on real quick.
Could you put Mr. Hogan in
All
a
right.
room with Mr. Rowe, because he should be all his vitals.
Wait a minute, somebody's talking. But I can't hear what they're saying. Did y'all hear? All right. All right, you ready? Let's do it. I'm going to start with Kasim Ahmed, SP 1534491 for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Marquez
All
Decky,
right.
P 46289 on behalf of the defendant per his permission, Your Honor. We've had an opportunity to speak with the prosecution. We accept their offer.
All right, thank you. And what is that offer?
Judge, in this matter, there was no offer. This was an original charge of 91 and a 55. The officer only charged a 5 over limited access. We were not making an offer. I believe in this matter, the plea was responsible.
Yes, it is.
Wait. This is the one where it's improper lane usage. Or am I looking at the wrong one? Wait a minute. Let me make sure. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. My apologies. It should be 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. So he's pleading responsible as charged.
Yes,
Yes.
Judge.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Gastecki, you have the authority to accept that plea on behalf of your client.
I do.
Then the plea of responsible is admitted. And then Ms. Mack, what is the statutory fine?
$125.
It's $125. Does your client need the 2 weeks to get it paid?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then I am going to review this matter. I'll review it on February the 16th, 2024, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as it gets paid before that date, you do not have to appear. No one has to appear. The matter will be closed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to the last matter, Hassan Albanese. I have case number SP 153-61021.
Shannon Walker, on behalf of the people are extending an offer that if Mr. Gadzecki's client pleads responsible, will amend to impeding traffic.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marquez Decky, P 46289 on behalf of the defendant. Per his permission, we accept that offer, Your Honor.
All right, I'm entering that plea of responsible on behalf of your client. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. And then I will also give this client the time to get it paid. Mr. Attorney Gazdecki, it will be February 16th, 2024. I'll put it on my docket for review at 10:30 a.m. As long as it gets paid, then you're in great shape. If it doesn't, the original charge will be reinstated and a default judgment will be entered, okay?
Thank you. Have a wonderful day,
All right.
everyone. Thank
You
you.
do the same. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right. All right, let's go to Ms. Rowe and then I'll be ready for the intake. I have for Ms. Rowe, SP 129-8290, counts 1 and 2, SP 135-31341, and 220-575-5201. Good morning, Ms. Rowe. State your full name for the record.
Good morning, Siobhan Rowe.
All right. Ms. Rowe, why you let me pronounce your name Siobhan? I've been pronouncing your name Siobhan since you've been here. It's Siobhan.
They called me Siobhan in class. Everybody was calling me Siobhan last night. My mom, you see how tired I'm in a real estate class. I didn't get out of class till 9 o'clock last night. And the kids, I live in Garden City now. The kids go to school in Pontiac. Yes. So I have
But
been
this is what I'm hearing though. You are doing the doggone thing. You
I'm
are working hard.
I'm doing it and I'm doing it.
And so I need you to stop and take a moment and recognize that you have the ability to do, you have the drive to do, and that you can do. I need you to recognize that. Because a lot of times you are hard on yourself, Ms. Rowe, about all the things you can't do and who's not helping you and you don't have this and you don't have that. But what you do have is some determination and will. And listen, from the girl on Belden Street, who that's all we had on Belden Street was determination and will, it will take you far. Understood?
Yes, I appreciate you so much, Ms. Holmes. You have really helped me a lot. This opened me up to different, things, and I've really changed. I've been, it's been a journey, but I feel like I've changed a lot since I started this program. I would have never even gotten this far, I don't believe. I'm just be honest.
And you have changed a lot. And listen, and you're still changing. Show yourself some grace. Be patient with yourself. It's going to happen. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. So every day, do something to work on you. Every day. Can I get you to do that?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. What's going on in Oakland County?
They gave me probation for 18 months.
Mr. Griffin, we'll talk about that because I need to know, and I know we hadn't talked. So
I can leave in the notes, or I can leave you the lawyer's number, or I can give it to Mr. Griffin, or
Mr. Griffin.
Judges, I can give you the judge's name, whatever you need. But they did, thank God, they gave me probation with no time, no nothing.
I'm shocked. I'm completely shocked.
Listen, I prayed so hard. Me and my family prayed so hard because I don't have anybody to keep my kids. My grandparents are 80 years old. My mother passed away. My dad is an amputee. His wife is taking care of him and she's barely there. Okay. She's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I don't have anybody. My brother and sister live in California and Vegas. I don't have anybody here. So
so then Ms. Rowe,
I really talked to that judge, and I really, I sent in a good letter. I really let him know, I'm working on myself.
So Ms. Rowe, if you know that you don't have anyone to take care of your children, that ought to make you get up every single morning and reflect that if I don't make a good choice today, not only does it impact me, it's going to impact my babies. And you teach other people how to care for your children. Ever thought about that? If you out here making decisions that adversely impact them, Other people not gonna have any problems making decisions that adversely impact your children. They're just not, because you're teaching people how to treat your kids.
You are absolutely right.
So let's do it every day. Take that 3 seconds. If I do this, how is it going to impact me? How will it ultimately impact my children? They deserve to have you. You're a good mother. They deserve to have you.
Thank you so much.
Okay? Yes, ma'am. All right, Mr. Griffin. We'll talk about, you know what I want to talk about. We'll talk about
circumstances.
Okay. All right.
Well, Judge, at this point.
What else do you have? Go ahead.
Yeah, Ms. Rose is doing fine. Like I said, man, her talk a couple of times during the week, she keep me informed of everything that's going on. So I'll follow up because we talked last week. I thought you had a court date for February the 19th, so something must have happened in between that. So
I still have to go to court to get sentenced, but that's what.
Okay, you still have to be sentenced. Okay, so yeah, I'd like to talk to your attorney, so I can get what the final charges are and things like that, so I can inform the judge. But Judge, she continues to be engaged in her treatment at Easter Seals. They've been helping her out a lot. So she's just trying to stay positive. I told her just to hang in there, things will work out. So I'm proud of you. I mean, you going to real estate classes. I mean, we talk about your daughter. Judge, she has a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. So 2 daughters that she has to, that she knows that's her life. And so we talk a lot about those things and just her hanging in there. I mean, at one point she was just, so to just tell her just to sit down and, just you never know what's going to happen. They have to play it out. And, about you being in a program already and probably the judge seeing that and seeing the circumstances and things like that, you just have to let it play out. But just continue to work hard. We are here for you. That's what this program in court is for. We know everybody is not perfect. Things happen and you just got to continue to move forward. So we're here to support you. But Judge, at this time, through all the adversity, she's in compliance.
All right, awesome. Do you have any questions for the team today, Ms. Rowe?
No, ma'am.
All right, what phase is she in, Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, she's in phase 4 of our 5-phase program.
All right, let's give Ms. Rowe some dates. I have for Ms. Rowe, good morning. I'm gonna have her do a face-to-face. I'm gonna do a little bit different for her. Face-to-face on February 12th. That'll be at 1:30 for scheduling purposes. And then a hearing will be on February 19th, 2024. And I'm going to place you on for 9:15. Okay, Ms. Rowe?
I appreciate you for working with me with the kids too when I dropped them off. Because that's like a plus.
Yes.
I used to be going crazy, like, how am I going to get them to school on time and make it to court? And
we will work with you. Just let Mr. Griffin know. Okay? All right. You're all set. Have a good week.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too. And Mr. Griffin, let's circle back on her today.
I'm gonna talk to her. I'm about to talk to her.
Once you get her information.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Send it to you. As soon as I get off of here,
I'll send it to me and let your attorney know that you get her permission to speak with me.
Okay.
Okay,
no problem.
All right. Awesome. All right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm ready for the intake from Mr. Peoples. Our date is set.
Talked about you all weekend.
What you saying about me?
I'm so excited to get to my
Did you tell them what All right, let's do it. I have one quick, formal hearing. And then I'm ready on the intake, and then I'll come back to Mr. Ahmed. I have for Hassan Albanese, P 1536102, for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794, on behalf of the people's offer, should the respondent plead responsible, we would amend to limited access 1 to 5 over.
Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. ODMA 276460 on behalf of Mr. Albana. I do have authority to take set plea and plead as responsible.
All right. And so I am accepting your plea on behalf of your client of responsible, and I am amending that charge. Ms. Walker, did you say limited access?
Yes, Judge.
Limited access 1 to 5 miles per hour. Is that $125?
Yes.
All right, the fine is $125. How much time does your client need to pay it?
7 days.
All right, very good. I will schedule this for a review on, let's see. I'll schedule it for a review on February 9th, 2024. That'll be at 10:30. You don't need to show up as long as your client gets it paid. Failure to do so will result in me reinstating the original charge and entering a default judgment.
Got it.
All right, thank you so much. Take care. Thank you, Ms. Walker.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and we do have some trials scheduled for today. Just FYI.
We're gonna be together all morning.
Oh, yes. All right, let's do it. All right, let's go to the intake, please. Are we ready on the intake?
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's do it. I have for John Alexander Peoples the following case numbers 230-552-6901. Case number SP 112-9123, counts 2 and 3. SP 137-6246, counts 1 and 2. SP 137-8408, counts 1 and 2. SP 140-5789, counts 1 and 2. SP 987-994, counts 1 and 2. SX 376-48811, case number 173-05234-1. Case number 18444-952, counts 1 and 2, and case number 195-029-451. Mr. Peoples, unmute for me and state your full name, please.
John Alexander Peoples.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Peoples.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing all right. I woke up.
You woke up. All right. That's a great start to the day as you got up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Peoples, you are at one of our providers. How are they treating you there?
They're doing good. They said I'm doing real good.
All right.
It's enlightening.
And how do you feel? I'm sorry?
It's enlightening.
It's enlightening. So you've learned some things already since you've been there?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there one thing that you can share that you don't mind disclosing that you've learned?
I don't need to be under the influence to live my life.
Yeah, you don't, right? That's really not living when you're under the influence.
Yeah, it's a crutch.
Yes. All right, very good. Ms. Harris is going to present you today for intake. At any time, if you have questions or anything additional that you want me to know, I'm going to hear from you again, and I'd like you to share with me. Can I get you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Harris, I'm ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. So today we have John Alexander Peoples. Mr. Peoples was originally referred to our program by Judge Bryant on March 24th of 2023. He did abscond before he came into the program, and he was picked up, and we arraigned him again on January the 10th. And then he came over here on the 19th, and that's when he went into the provider. He's been there since the 19th. Mr. Peoples is a 34-year-old Black male. He resides in the city of Detroit. He reports that his highest education completed was 10th grade. He is currently employed full-time. He reports he works 2 jobs full-time. At least he did prior to going into the program, and plans to work two full-time jobs when he comes out. He is a father. He has one 19-year-old child. He does want to participate in our program. He is at least 18 years of age. He does not have a history of any violent felony convictions. He does admit that substances have created an issue in his life, and he has not participated in a specialty court program within the last 10 years. I went and met with Mr. Peoples at the program, at the provider on Friday. We spoke for almost 2 hours, and he was he's feisty, I'll give him that, but he worked with me. We got his paperwork done and went through the program, and he knows that when he comes out of that program he's at now, there will be some things we have to, discuss to get him set up with in the community. But I do recommend him for the program and see that he is eligible according to our program requirements.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed. You went in that breakout room and spoke with your client. You may proceed.
Yes, Judge, thank you. If I may, I'd like to put my appearance on the record. For the record,
Yes.
Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Veterans Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. And I'd like to make a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. And I did have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Peoples in the breakout room. I had previously talked to Mr. Peoples on 2 occasions when he was arraigned and when he was in the county. He was respectful and courteous all times. He is eligible to participate in the program under Michigan law. I recommend his participation. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service, paying fines and costs. We also talked about no drugs, no narcotics, no alcohol. He understands that he cannot leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. He also understands that the court has the ability to change or to amend the order, and he's reasonable to that. He accepts that. Judge, as indicated, he has no felonies on his record. He wants to participate in the program. We talked about honesty being the best policy, and he says that he's going to be honest with the court. He does not have a valid Michigan driver's license. He has never had a valid Michigan driver's license. He is eager to obtain a driver's license. I indicated to him that we would work on that while he is in the program. Judge, again, I'm recommending him for the program. We did talk about the fact that he is a resident of the city of Detroit, born and raised in Detroit, and I'd like to put on the record, he did attend high school, Mumford High School. He didn't graduate, but he attended Mumford High School. And I have a connection because I attended Mumford High School for 1 year before I transferred to McKenzie High School. And my sister graduated from Mumford High School. So I have a connection with Mr. Peoples, and Mr. Peoples, a very nice young man to talk to. He is concerned about his girlfriend, his child, and his employment. And I advised him that he wouldn't be inpatient forever, and he accepts that, Judge. I am recommending his participation, and I'm through talking. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Peoples.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Peoples, you've heard what both Ms. Harris and Mr. Reed, Attorney Reed, has disclosed to the court about you. Is there anything additional that you'd like me to know?
I did start doing the detail work for the community service on Saturday.
Okay,
Here
all right.
at the program.
All right, and so you'll get with Ms. Harris and we'll make sure that that's community service that will qualify for the 40 hours of community service that you're required to do in the program, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Shouldn't be a problem, but Ms. Harris will give you some direction on that. All right, anything else you want me to know?
It's still 30 days. Should I get back to work?
I want you to stop trying to count days and look at, am I getting better? Am I getting healthy? Am I working on my issue? Okay. You know that, how long have you been using substances?
About 3 years. Well, the cocaine, about 3 years.
All right. So listen, if you've been using it for 3 years, you know you can't correct it in 30 days. So I want you to be patient with yourself. All right? Can I get you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm not saying yay or nay to 30 days. I'm just trying to give you a different perspective that you didn't get here in 30 days. You won't get out of it in 30 days. You've got to work it. And as a matter of fact, even when you leave the facility, you are going to still have to work on maintaining your sobriety every day for the rest of your life. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I want you to take your focus off of how long, how many days, and let's look at, let me get everything that I need to equip me so that when I do go home, when I do go back into society, I can stay there and not just be there, but also be thriving and be at my absolute best. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Your attorney, Mr. Reed, you at Mr. Peoples he has a number of cases that are outstanding here at 36th District Court. And I know because he absconded before coming to the program when he was sent here by Judge Bryant, that no one has probably looked at that. I'd like, not today, I want to see how he does with his treatment. I'd like you all to look at with the prosecutor, of course, it'll be at the prosecutor's discretion, what, if anything, can be done to help him.
Yes, Judge. We did talk about his outstanding traffic matters, and I advised him that we would be working on those. We would talk with the city attorney and see what kinds of recommendations and what kind of deals we could get for him. He is eager to clear these matters up. He would like to get a valid Michigan driver's license at some time, and I indicated to him that we want him to have a valid Michigan driver's license, and we will work on those cases, Judge. Thank you.
All right, awesome, awesome. Ms. Harris, you had your hand up.
Yes, Your Honor, I just wanted to come back to, I didn't actually put on the record his charge or the term of his probation. So it was the controlled substance possession less than 25 grams and an 18-month term. I also wanted to say that I did.
Wait, Ms. Harris, hold on, Ms. Harris. Which case is that? Is that 230-5526901?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Go right ahead.
And then I also just wanted to let you know that I did speak with him on Friday about Miss Price was out on vacation. She's back now. At some point when she's able to, she will connect with the provider and get us a report on just how he's doing and where they're thinking how long he will be there. He did get glowing reviews from every single staff person, and many of them came in for multiple different things while we were meeting, and they all said he was doing very well. He was doing great. He's one of the good ones. We don't have anything to worry about. So he is doing great. And I'm sure that once we have an update on from them, we will let him know what that update is.
Awesome. That's good to know. Awesome. All right. Miss Price, was there something you wanted to add? If so, place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. Nicole Price, Specialty Court, Clinical Assessor. No, there was nothing I wanted to add.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. Peoples, do you understand the benefits of being in this program? One of them is that dismissible offenses will be dismissed once you have successfully completed the program. I see somebody cheering in the background. Yes, that's what we do at 36th District Court. In addition, I love it. I love having cheerleaders. Right. Listen, in addition, when you are with us in our specialty court, we're going to make sure we provide you with wraparound services. So you're probably not going to ever hear us mention your charge, other than I'm glad Ms. Harris told me this morning, because you had a number of charges and I actually wrote down the wrong one. in your case file, but we look at the person, the total person. So there are other things that are going on in your life, whether it's you need better employment, better housing, better resources, to build relationship with your family and your son, all of those things. We look at all of that. We want you to go get your physical, go get your dental checkup, probably some things that you haven't done in a while. You're gonna have to do all of that while you're with us, because we look at the total person, not just the charge that brought them before me. How does that sound to you?
That sounds swell.
All right. And do I have your willingness to come to participate in the program?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you just show up and do your part?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm sure somebody talked with you about honesty in this program. It's always going to go a lot farther than you not telling the truth. I'm not here to punish you. I am here to help you. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. If you run a game on your case manager, you're not being truthful, I can't help you. So then when I can't help you, it leaves me with nothing else to do other than to sanction or to punish. But I promise you, that's not what I want to do. I want to help you. So I want to encourage you on the front end. Be open, be honest, tell us what's going on. Make us work for it. Make us work to help you, because that's what we're here for. Can I count on you to do that, Mr. Peoples?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Attorney Reed, you did determine that your client is eligible pursuant to Michigan law. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge, he is eligible pursuant to Michigan law. Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And Ms. Harris, I believe you did state for the record, I just want to make sure I'm closing the loop, that he is not a violent offender and that he is not a substantial threat to the public at large.
Yes, Your Honor, he is not a violent offender and is not a substantial threat to the public at large.
All right, thank you so much. Then with that, I want to welcome Mr. Peoples to our program. I'm excited to be able to help you. I'm excited that you have already started learning some things about yourself and learning some things about life in general. And so I want to encourage you that if you keep your eyes, your ears, and your heart open, things are only going to get better. How does that sound to you, Mr. Peoples?
Sounds good.
All right, awesome. If nothing else, I am going to give Mr. Peoples his next date. He is going to have a face-to-face with Ms. Harris on February the 5th. You want to keep him on Mondays, Ms. Harris?
Yeah, that works for now. Obviously, we'll revisit it once he goes back to work and we see what his work schedule is.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll do the 5th for face-to-face, and then I will see you on February 12th, 2024. And I will see you at 8:35 a.m. on Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, welcome to our program. We're glad you're here, Mr. Peoples, and look forward to helping you.
All right, now.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Ms. Harris. All right, let's go back to Mr. Ahmed. You are free to leave, Mr. Peoples.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to Mr. Ahmed. Now, Mr. Ahmed, we're gonna have to get you a better, Mr. Zaman, you are still under oath. We're gonna have to get you a better alarm clock, or we're gonna have to do something, because this is your second day not showing up on time.
ভাই আপনার জাজে কইরা যে আপনি বেটার অ্যালার্ম ক্লক দিয়ে রাখবা ও সেকেন্ড টাইম আপনি আদালত আদিরা দিতে আপনার সমস্যা ওর বা হইছে Okay.
Sorry.
All right, I know that you're working, and I know that, and maybe Ms. Harris, I don't know. I know we try to keep Mr. Zaman for both in the morning. Maybe we could give him a later time, and you know, just so you don't have to call him and hunt him down and all that.
He actually prefers an earlier time, Your Honor, because he normally what he does is he tries to stay awake until he has court, so that he can do court and then go to sleep. So he actually prefers the earliest time we can get him on, so then he can go to sleep after and sleep until he has to get up and go to work in the afternoon.
Okay, well, we'll make that adjustment. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's do it. I have for Koyes Ahmed 220098OD. Please have Mr. Ahmed state his name for the record.
ভাই জাজে কেস দেখছেন 220098 ওডি জাজে কইরা আপনার নাম হুকা ভাই
Koyas Ahmed.
ফয়েজ আহমেদ
All right, Mr. Ahmed, how are you doing so far? We're 29 days into 2024. How are you doing?
ভাই আহমদ আপনি 2024 or 2024 জানুয়ারি মানে 29 দিন গেছে কি আপনি কিলা করে আপনি কেমন আছেন?
আমি ভালো আছি ভাই। আজকে খালি একটু সমস্যা হয়ে গেছে, কালকে আমি খামো গেছিলাম গিয়া আর হাইলত তাকে একটু চালাইছে যে ঠান্ডা লাগিয়েছিল, ঠান্ডা লাগিয়েও তো মাথার বেদনা কারণে আর ঘুম লাগিয়েছিল, ওষুধ খাইছিলাম যে ঘুম লাগিয়েছি এর লাগি লেট।
I'm doing well, like I'm sorry that I went to work yesterday and I drive high-low and I get a headache and I caught some kind of cold and take the medicine and fall asleep. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're here. I'm glad you're here. We know it's not like you to not show up. So we're going to try to make an adjustment for you, okay?
So আমি মাইন্ড করলাম না মনে কিছু আমি জানি তুমি না করার কথা না করো না ইলা নাই যে ইচ্ছা করি করছো আমরা এগুলো তোমার অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট করিলি মোর অসুবিধা নাই।
Yes, thank you man.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Are you having any issues or concerns with respect to working your program, Mr. Ahmed?
আপনার প্রোগ্রামও মেহনত করতে বা এটা সপ্তাহ করতে আপনার কোনো চিন্তার বিষয় বা কোনো সমস্যা আছে নি?
জি না।
No, I don't.
All right, very good. Tell me something that you have accomplished in these first 29 days of 2024.
2024 দিন গেল গিয়া স্কুল 29 দিনের পরছে তুমি কোসাইন তুমি কিছু একটা হিকছো বা লাইফও মানে শেয়ার করো।
আমি তো ভাই নরমালি খামো আর গরো আওয়াও দেশে আর কিছু তো আমি আসলে ফলো করে না বুঝছেন, মানে আমার খাম আর ঘর আর খামো শেষ আর ফ্যামিলি টেক কেয়ার করা ওটাও দেশে।
I just focus on working, going work back to from work back to stay at home, spend time with family. That's what I'm focusing right now.
Okay, my question was something you accomplished. So is that an accomplishment? I just want to make sure I'm clear.
যা যা কইরা জানতা চাইরা একটা অর্জন করেন না ভাই মানুষের জীবনে, যে আমি আগেও খাম করতাম পারছি না বাট আমি একটু আমার অর্জন, আমি এখন খাম করতাম পারলাম ঠিক মতো খামো যাইরাম খামো আইরাম, এটা অর্জন হিসাবে নি না একটা জিনিস অর্জন করছেন আপনি 2024 মনে করেন নতুন একটা কিছু যে আপনি অতাতনে বিরত থাকায় আপনার ব্যক্তিগত অভিজ্ঞতা তো হইতা কিছু অর্জন উপার্জন করছেন।
আমি জিনিসটা আসলে বুঝিয়ে না ভালো করে।
I don't understand things quite clearly.
Okay, I'm just asking, Miss Harris, maybe you have a record of something he's accomplished. I'm just asking something that maybe he wanted to get done and he's gotten it done in these first 29 days of 2024.
জনাবা হ্যারিস জাজে কইরা যে হয়তো তুমি জানতে পারো তুমি কেস ম্যানেজার হিসাবে যে 2024 আজ 29 তারিখ গেল মনে করো পড়ছে এগুলা কিছু আসেনি যে একটা গোল তার আসিল একটা করতো হে কিছুটা হইলো করছে বালা কিছু হে হাসিল করছে তোমার জানা মতো থাকলে তুমি কো।
At this time, Your Honor, I know that his goals that he wants to work on right now are getting a new car and working towards buying a home from his family. So I would report that the success is made is that he's continued to work, earn money, and save towards those goals. Which is those are both pretty big goals. So it's good for him to stay committed to them.
তো মিস হ্যারিস কইরা জাজ রে যে জাজ হে একটা গাড়ি লইতো আর একটা গোল লইতো পয়সা জমাইয়া কষ্ট করিয়া ওটাও তার গোল ওটা হে খরের বা ওটার ফতে আছে করার ফতে একটা বড় একটা গোল যা যে এগ্রি হইরা ওটা হে করব বা করার ফতে। Yes.
Okay, very good, very good.
Good.
All right, Miss Harris, was there anything else you wanted to report out on Mr. Ahmed?
জনাবা হ্যারিস তুমি আর কিছু কইতা নি আমার সম্বন্ধে?
Not at this time, Your Honor. He is in compliance and continuing to work towards his goals.
জাজ এই মুহূর্তে আর আমার কিছু মানে মাথা কামার কিছু নাই বা বলার কিছু নাই হে সপ্তাহ যতটা রিকোয়ারমেন্ট আছে করার সপ্তাহে ঠিক মতো করার এবং তার গোল অ্যাচিভ করার লাগে
All right. What phase is Mr. Ahmed in?
He's in phase 3, Your Honor.
জনাব আহমদ কোন ফেজ আছে বলে ফেজ 3 আছে যা কইরা
All right. Phase 3. And so I'm going to give the following dates. He will have a Miss Harris. Is he in the same phase with the other Mr. Ahmed?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to give a face-to-face. That would be on February 12th at 8:40 a.m. And then he would return. Go ahead.
ফেব্রুয়ারির যা যা কইরা ফেস টু ফেস উইথ মেরি হ্যারিসর লগে কেস ম্যানেজার লগে ফেব্রুয়ারির 12 তারিখ 2024 8:40
জি আচ্ছা
And then he will return to court for a hearing by way of Zoom on February 19th, 2024 at 8:45 a.m.
ভাই আমার ব্যাক টু জাজের সামনে জাজ হোমসের সামনে জুমে ফেব্রুয়ারি 19 তারিখ 2024 সকাল 8:45 Okay.
And you know what, Miss Harris, let's do this. Let's move both of your folks. No, keep the one at 8:45. Let's do Mr. Koyes Ahmed at 8:35. And then that way, hopefully he could be, I can't guarantee he'll be first, but we can get him done earlier. Okay?
তো জাজে কইরা যে যেহেতু আপনার কিতা জানে কইতা আসলা যে আপনার গুমর একটু অসুবিধা যা আপনার প্রতি সহানুভূতি ছিল 8:35 কইরা যে 8:35 বাট হয়তো গ্যারান্টি নাই যে লগে লগে ডাকি নিব জুম লগ ইন করার লগে লগে বাট পয়লা রাখলা আর আপনারে
জি আচ্ছা
Okay. All right. Very good. Go get you some rest, Mr. Ahmed. Good to see you.
ধন্যবাদ ফোকা আপনি কইরা আপনার দেখিয়া ভালো লাগছে আপনি গিয়া ঘুমাইতা
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Take
Lisa,
care.
thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Ms. Harris, I have a question for you. Mr. Barganier.
That's what I was raising my hand for, Your Honor. So
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Barganier has not appeared. I've called him 4 times. He has not answered. He has not responded. I called his mama. She said that he did not come home last night and he is not there this morning and she does not know where he's at.
Now, we scheduled this because he was supposed to also see, well, we want to keep him from going back and forth. But Judge Yancey has been made aware that he's been determined to be eligible for our program. And so that's why this date was scheduled. And actually, it was scheduled in advance so that he would know. Is that
Yes,
correct?
and I met with him on Friday, Your Honor. Here I did his paperwork. We followed up with with Judge Yancey to show that he did appear, because originally he didn't show up here. He appeared via Zoom in Judge Yancey's courtroom Friday, and he was supposed to be here in person. So he came down here in person. I did his paperwork with him.
I'm allergic to.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And he knew he was supposed to be here this morning in person. It was confirmed not just by me, but by Judge Yancey's courtroom when we went over there.
Well, you have covered all of the bases. I'm ready to call it. I have Z 806-7661 for Eddie Jamar Barganier. Mr. Reed, you've heard what Ms. Harris has placed on the record. Any objection to a case is being issued?
No objections, Judge. No objections. Thank you.
All right, KPS is issued. The bond will be set at $5,000 cash or surety. Please mark it as in the system as referred to specialty court. He was referred to the Wednesday court. Is that correct?
Yes,
The
Your Honor.
Wednesday. All right, very good. And do not adjust his bond. The defendant must appear before Judge Holmes. All right, that's all we can do. Very good.
I will prepare that and bring it down.
Please, thank you so much. I'm going to put some dates on the record very quickly. And then I will try to answer some of the text messages that I've gotten. All right. If Ms. Cleveland can hear me, I got her text about Mr. DeJuan Woods. Wasn't he just in here for a positive screen? I asked Ms. Cleveland if she could jump on just real quick.
She just walked out. She's not here
She
at this
did.
moment.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll come back to it. All right. Let me get some dates on the record. Mr. Griffin, I have for Kashante Gray, 160-459-3401, SP 115-0255, counts 1, 2, and 3. Those are all hers. What's going on with Ms. Gray? I know we had some updates that we were waiting on.
I'm just waiting on the confirmation from Ms. Foster, so hopefully I get that hopefully today or tomorrow. We did get the test from the other day from our lab that was positive for marijuana, but we're waiting for the confirmation on the
Wait, which other day? Give me that day.
that test was taken.
Was that the 24th or the 20th? Because I think she tested 24th and 25th, right?
The 25th, she came down here and tested, and we had to wait till Friday. So I got those results, and they were positive for THC. Judge.
So on the 25th, she was positive for THC.
Yeah. And you had her also
Okay.
test that ADS on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. I'm waiting on the results for those tests, and I'm waiting on the confirmation, and that should be coming in from the 19th, from that the positive test that she had on the 19th. So I'm just waiting on confirmation for those tests.
All right, very good. And so is there any reason why it's taking Miss Foster and them so long to get the test results from the 24th, 25th, 26th?
I reached out to her today, Judge, so I'm just waiting a response from her now. Because I'm just curious to see the difference in the test from the lab and and especially the confirmation from the 19th. So hopefully I'll hear back. She haven't responded to me yet this morning, but I reached out to her first thing this morning when I got in.
All right, and I know Miss Foster and them, if I'm not mistaken, when they have a positive, they automatically do a confirmation. So that's why I'm concerned that these have been sitting out there. And so these test results are collecting. These positive test results are kind of like collecting. And we've got to do something. She's denying, but Ms. Foster and them do an automatic confirmation. So she's doing something, Mr. Griffin. She's doing something.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So you got her scheduled to come back on the 5th, February the 5th.
Of February 5th. That's next week, Monday.
At 9:15. But if we get confirmation before then, I'll bring her back before then.
All right. I'm going to keep that date and time. But if she gets a confirmation, hold on, let me check one thing. I had it at 9:15. All right. If we get a confirmation for it or the results for these other tests, I need her to come in before the February 5th date. Okay.
Okay, Judge, no problem.
All right. Awesome. Let's go. I have Jovan Jameson, Z805-64181, SP 129-14641, SP 134-0872, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, the court date on February the 5th at 9:15.
All right, very good. February 5th, you said. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, got it. Did I miss anybody? All right, I've got, are there any people that should be coming in as walk-ins because of issues? I know I've responded to a lot of text messages this morning. Nope, nobody has. All right. All right. Then we are in good shape. I still have Mr. Reed, I have 10 o'clock AM a motion hearing. Ms. Matt, can you look that up and tell me what that's about?
That's about Ms. Boykin. That is, the attorneys are arguing to see if she's eligible for the program.
Who has Ms. Boykin's case? They starting to all run together. Marquita Boykin, is this the hand stabbing or hand cutting or something? On Boykin.
Because I think that's Mr.
Yes,
Page.
yes. And Miss Attorney Warfield and Attorney Rogers were the ones that.
All right, can you reach out to them and ask them if they would come on and join us, because it's after 10 o'clock and we happen to be on schedule today. Yes. And then we have, that's a final pretrial, that's not you all, and then we have our trials, that's not you all. All right, so hopefully I have freed you all up until our staffing.
Go ahead.
Mr. Reed, where is Mr. Fikens today?
Judge, Mr. Fikens is going to be on vacation this week.
Okay,
However,
Mr. Fikens.
I'll tell you where he is when we get to staffing. The temperature is 80
Yes,
degrees.
not on Zoom. Okay, I'm so happy for him. Just let him
But
know I'm
Judge-
happy for him. I think.
Judge, Mr. Fikens said he's probably going to zoom in for the trials, so I expect him to zoom in the next few minutes. He will be on trial
Make him
date.
work on his vacation. All right, Mr. Reed. All right, you can mute me and switch the camera.
Your Honor, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I just spoke with Miss Rogers. I believe for this matter, we were still waiting on the supplemental information from the previous convictions, and we have still not received that information. So, I guess I'm asking for a brief adjournment so we can figure out what's the holdup.
All right. What's your brief adjournment?
Your Honor, I'm going to reach out to Mr. Way because I know Director Way was going to be a conduit of getting us that information just to see what's the holdup there on his end. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then let Ms. Mack know, and we'll give them a date.
Okay.
To do the argument, and then is there another judge we need to let know? I can't even remember.
I don't remember. I'm about to say I don't remember, Your Honor.
From Judge. I'm trying to remember. Maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. I did
Didn't
her.
Barganier come from here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't, Miss Boykin, I can't remember who she was from. She may have been from Bryant.
Okay, let's find out. But yes, get back with Miss Mack. We'll give another date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome.
Reed, is that you? I'm not getting any. I can't hear you. Let's see if I. No, something's wrong because I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Or you're muted.
No wonder you couldn't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir. Miss Mack, I believe we're ready on Miss Arnold Morris.
do it. I'm ready on, are we ready on the 10 o'clock? No, we rescheduled the 10 o'clock motion hearing.
Yes, Judge. I spoke with both the attorneys and they're asking if they can adjourn that to February the 7th.
All right, and at what time on the 7th?
Whatever time is convenient for the court.
Let's do 10:15.
Okay.
All right, very good. That way, hopefully they won't have to wait. And then for Janicia Ayers, do the parties have anything asked of Ms. Ayers? It's the final pretrial. Case number U668200923.
Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. Yes, Judge, Attorney Robinson is here somewhere. We did have something we needed to bring to the court.
Okay, you want me to pass on it and come back to it?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I will do just that. Let's go down to the trial schedule. I have for Mohammed Ali Al-Omari, case number SP 1502190, count 1, improper plates, count 2, no insurance, and count 3 is disregarding disobeying a traffic device. For the people.
Shannon Walker on behalf of the people, the offer extended, which I believe is being accepted. In exchange for a responsible plea to disregarding a traffic control device, that will be amended to limited access speeding 1 to 5. The remaining 2 matters, the misdemeanor matters, will be dismissed.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right.
Mosabi Hamid, T34663, here on behalf of Mr. Amari. What Shannon, Counsel Walker said is correct, and we're ready to tender a plea, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And your client is pleading only on the civil infraction. Where's your client?
Yeah, he's out of town, and I would ask that he be waived, his presence be waived.
From the people?
I have no objection, Judge, given that the misdemeanors are being dismissed, so long as there's a stipulation of probable cause.
We do stipulate the probable cause, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so, counsel, you are accepting responsibility that your client disregarded a traffic control device, and then the court will amend it to limited access 1 to 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Then I will accept that plea. I will assess the statutory fine in the amount of $125. How quickly can your client get that paid?
Within 2 weeks, Your Honor.
Within 2 weeks, all right. I'm going to give a date of February 16th, 2024. I'll put it on my docket for 10:30 a.m. It's an adjourn to pay as long as your client gets it paid. No one needs to appear. If for some reason they fail to do so, the charge will be reinstated, default judgment will be entered, and the other 2 matters will be capious.
Thank you. And what was that amount again, please?
$125.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day, you and your staff.
You too. Thank you so much, sir. All right. Let's do it. I have the last trial matter was for Sheila Arnold Morris, SB 1490711, count 1, open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the driver. Count 2 is what's FY emergency vehicle? Failure to yield to an emergency vehicle.
Yes, Judge.
And then count 3 is improper lane use.
Judge, I believe.
Go ahead, Mr. Pike.
Preliminarily, I think my client is still in a breakout room. If she can be brought back to the courtroom.
Please bring her back in. Ms. Mack, do you have the pad of paper that's a little bit bigger, like this size? Not pad of paper, stickies.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get one?
You want sticky, the long.
All right, your client is here. There's Sheila Arnold Morris. Ma'am, please unmute and state your name for me.
Sheila Arnold Morris.
All right, thank you and good morning to you.
Morning to you.
All right. How are the parties proceeding?
Judge Officer Malcap is here. If you could, sir, unmute and put your video on and put your name and badge number on the record, please.
Officer Gary McCall, badge number 2866, Detroit Police Department Cybercrimes Unit.
All right, thank you.
And Judge, I just mangled his name. Just real briefly, we have located the OWI case for Ms. Arnold Morris. It is not set for arraignment until February 23rd in courtroom 533. I spoke to Attorney Fikens. We were just asking to adjourn this matter so all the cases arising out of the same incident could be looked at together.
All right, and are you all asking for an adjournment to February 23rd?
She has
or
to be in
after?
courtroom 533, so it would be after that day, Judge.
All right. So what if we did the 26th, that Monday? Does that work for the parties?
It works for me, Judge, and if the court wishes to assume that case, I don't know whether the court can or not. We could schedule it earlier, try to reach a resolution on this matter. All of the four matters. However, this court wishes to proceed. My client is willing to do what this court wants to do. I do think it's a good idea to bring all four together, either here or somewhere else, Your Honor, and I leave that up to the court.
Judge, the only thing that I would say is, given that it has to be in 533 and then make it down to this courtroom, that weekend might be a little quick to get the file here. But I'll leave that in the court's discretion.
So you need more time if that's what is that what you all are saying?
I don't need more time, Judge. I guess I would ask your clerk if she would have it from courtroom 533. If it was arraigned on Friday, if we would have it Monday, the following Monday.
I can see if I can locate.
Okay.
I'll see if I can locate the file, but I don't know.
All right. Ms. Mack says she'll see if she can locate that file.
Okay, great.
All right. Very good. Mr. Fikens, were there any other concerns that you had?
No, Judge, I do just want to tell my client I don't think she's received notice yet of that arraignment, but once she receives notice, she needs to attend that. And I won't be there, but we'll try to move all the cases together one way or another, Judge. And I think justice will be best served that way.
I'm sorry, say that again. Is it assigned to me?
It's assigned to 533, but because her name's.
But it's me, is it?
It will come to you.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a problem with them doing the arraignment. Are the parties okay with that?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. So, Ms. Mack, if I'm going to do the arraignment, then can we keep the date of, should we keep the date of the 26th?
Oh, yes, if that's what you want to keep, yes, Judge, we'll put them all together. Sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me.
All right, so we'll keep the date of February 26th, and I'll put it on at 8:35. No. I'm gonna keep this at 10:45, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right,
So-
anything else from my, go ahead.
Just so I'm clear, Judge, so my client should zoom in to this courtroom 133 on that date, is that correct?
Yes.
And not on the
And then-
23rd and 533.
And not on the 23rd and 533.
Correct.
Thank you, Judge. And for purposes, so the officer is not burdened anymore, do we want to set these for trial or pre-trial, the matters that are up today? It's up to the officer.
You know what? Let Miss Walker, are you okay with setting them for pre-trial?
Yeah, Judge,
So
it
we
makes
can
the
put
most
everything on the
sense.
same track.
If we're doing it an arraignment on the one, it makes sense to do pre-trials on the other.
All right, so set the pre-trial for 10:40. Yeah. So I can know it's something different. Okay. All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if nothing else, I'll see the parties on February 26th at 10:40 a.m. Be safe, everybody.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, are we ready?
I believe I saw Attorney Robinson for a moment. Attorney, if she's here.
I'm here.
ready.
I'm here.
Okay, here she is.
All right, let's do it. Oh, Miss Arnold Morris, you are free to leave. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, are we ready? I am ready on Janicia Ayers, case number U668-20923. For the people.
Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, if it may please the court. Sarah Robinson, P63181 for Miss Janicia Ayers. Ma'am, please state your name.
I needed to turn on her camera.
Janicia Ayers. Good morning.
All right, thank you and good morning to you. All right, today is the final pretrial conference. What do we have going on?
Judge, I have submitted, and I don't think Attorney Robinson has objected to stipulated voir dire in our proposed jury instruction. Is that correct, Attorney Robinson?
No objection.
So we're on the same page with that.
Do I have those, Ms. Matt?
You may not, Judge. I have them in my hand. I can bring them down to the court.
All right, let's make sure I get them. Okay, go right ahead.
Yep, we've agreed that the witnesses will be the defendant and her daughter, and I will only have witnesses that were the police officers that were on scene that evening. We do have some disagreements on exhibits, and I think that's the only thing we need to discuss with the court.
Okay.
Ms. Robinson has the police report and the videos. I don't think there's any objection to that. Today, Ms. Robinson sent me videos provided by her client that shows earlier in the day of the incident of her and her daughter riding the people mover, of her and her daughter riding Lime scooter, I believe it was a Lime scooter, and a receipt to Buddy's Pizza showing earlier in the day that was their activities. I don't believe that's relevant to the charge of whether or not there was interference later in the day, and I object to those.
Ms.
And
Robinson?
Your Honor, yes, Your Honor, as to the people's exhibit, I would object. I didn't know the police report was being offered as an exhibit because I would object that that's hearsay. I would not object to the body worn camera, of course.
That's fine, Judge. I'm not going to introduce the police report. It would just be used to refresh recollection if needed.
Okay.
If needed. Very good.
And Your Honor, I would like to, I have Attorney Walker, you're not objecting to my client's video of the police?
Not the one with that show the police in it, no.
Okay. All right. As to the Buddy's Pizza receipt, that receipt, the time is within, I believe, 20 minutes or so, or within half an hour of when my client received the ticket. This incident happened in front of Buddy's Pizza, right in front of it. My client was getting carry-out pizza, and that receipt shows her purpose there. Additionally, the people mover footage and the Lime or the scooter, I don't know if they were Lime per se, but the scooter footage in downtown and the people mover footage is my client and her daughter, Jamia Johnson, spending a day together alone downtown Detroit. This is part of the res gestae. It shows her purpose. It shows that she distinguishes her from the group of people that were in front of Buddy's or walking by Buddy's Pizza. It explains what she was doing downtown and explains, and it shows who exactly she was with, just her and her daughter.
And just obviously my position.
Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand if your client is going to testify of her purpose or what have you. I don't understand the relevance of a video that precedes the time of, remember y'all, I don't know anything about the case, that precedes the time of the incident that resulted in her being charged. with, it looks like, interfering with a government employee?
Well, Judge, within the footage, and not to go litigate the case now, there's a moment when the officers, they believe that she's with this rowdy group of people. The officer, from his actions, believes that they're together. There's a point in time where he offers the dog that was taken from one of the other citizens and gives it to my client. This was to show clearly that she's not associated with these other people, that she had an outing alone with her daughter that day, and that was their purpose and why they were downtown.
Judge,
Miss Walker?
Yeah, I still would argue it's not relevant. I mean, there's no, and there can be testimony regarding whether or not the officer felt like she knew those people. Clearly, what we have is an incident that happens at 9:40 p.m. The incidents on the videos on the people mover and the scooter are in the daylight. So, Judge, clearly they are different in time.
You can't intervene, ma'am. I'm gonna have you turn off your camera. If you can't sit still now, let your attorney, she's doing a great job. Let her be the attorney. Go ahead, Prosecutor Walker.
They're different in time. They don't show any of the officers in question. They don't show any of the area in question while the officers were present, while police cars were there. They're just not relevant to this. And I agree with her that the video she has with police officers in it is relevant, but I don't think anything else is.
Counsel, I'm not drawing a line of relevance of something that happened before the incident that brought you all here to determine as to why she was downtown and what she was doing. And so I just don't hear the relevance between the two. I just don't. I'm gonna help your client out. Go ahead.
And Your Honor, as to the Buddy's Pizza receipt, this order was put in at 9:09 p.m. The ticket was issued within that hour. So I would distinguish that from the videos in my argument that is relevant. It's right then and there, right on point as to her purpose.
So that's as to the Buddy's Pizza receipt, not a video of earlier that day or what have you, right?
I'm assuming the court is going to exclude those videos at this time or not allow them to come in at this time. So I'm distinguishing between the videos and the Buddy's Pizza receipt.
I wanted to make sure they were two separate things. Okay, very good. So, and any objection to the admission of the Buddy's Pizza receipt?
I don't think it's relevant, Judge, but it's a receipt and that's fine. I won't object to the receipt.
And because it's in close proximity to, it sounds like, from Ms. Attorney Robinson, I'm going to allow the receipt, but I'm not going to allow the videos.
But you will allow the video of the police officers in front of the Buddy.
I'm only talking about the videos that you all are at, you are at issue about. Ms. Walker has already indicated that she had no objection to the video that is of the police officers. So we're clear on that one already.
Yes, Judge. And just for clarity, I'm expecting that the complete body worn camera will be put into evidence, not just snippets of Officer Byrd.
Ms. Walker?
She has the complete video, Judge. The people will play what they want and she can choose to play what she wants. I guess I would say that I'll put in what I need. She has the whole video and it's up to her if she wants to play it during her exam of the officer. There's I guess I'm saying there are incidents involving other people around there that aren't necessarily related to Ms. Ayers. So I don't think that would be relevant. The people plan to pay the relevant portion that involves the defendant in question.
But certainly if counsel has something else she's showing and it's relevant, if it's relevant, then I don't have an issue with you playing the tape or the body cam. Okay, Counsel Robinson?
Yes, Judge, and I guess if it becomes an issue, we'll take it up if that's okay regarding the body worn camera on trial date.
Yes.
Okay, it's all from in front of the Buddy's Pizza. It's the whole res gestae of what happened. So,
okay.
All right.
All right. Anything else that you all need the court to consider?
And Judge, just so the record's clear, Attorney Robinson and I talked about any plea, if she chose to accept it, would need to be to me by Thursday at noon, as I won't be here on Friday. And I believe Attorney Robinson understand and agreed to that.
That's right.
All right, very good. Glad to hear it. All right, anything else for my consideration?
No, Judge.
Ms. Robinson?
No, nothing further. Thank you.
All right, very good. Our trial date, Ms. Mack, if you could give me that trial date.
It's February the 5th. February the 5th. Hold on, let me tell you what time.
All right.
2 seconds. February the 5th at 8:35 is when we're scheduled.
All right, awesome. We should be in great shape. All right, thank you all for your patience. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we are all set. We have staffing today at 1:30. And so I will see you all in staffing. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Judge.
All right, and as you all know, we're always on standby in the event something happens.
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, everybody, take care.
Thank you, Judge.
Hello, Mr. Feigen.
Hello, Your Honor.
All
From Florida, Mr. Fikens. Bye.
right.